Hey, let's do a reading for Scorpio. If you're Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus sign, stick around. There might be a message in this reading for you. And as always, please take what works and leave what does not. We all know who we are in the story. All right, I see that there's a decision looming, Scorpio. But you're very clear about the direction and the decision you need to make or want to make or have to make. And it could be around somebody who you are dealing with who is very I don't want to say difficult. When I see the King of Cups come upside down, to me, this is somebody who is emotionally a very sad person. Somebody who just can't seem to get it together. And it's an older person. It's just like, it just seems like they just struggle. So if you are dealing with someone like that, I think you're very clear on what you need to do in order to handle this person. Because that's a tough energy. When you're dealing with somebody who, it's almost as if emotionally they can't take care of themselves. They're just really, I keep getting pitiful. And you've been avoiding dealing with this person and really doing what you have to do. I mean, when we have a tower and it wants to fall, like you're avoiding doing what you need to do in response to this person. And here, look, you're pretty shut down. I mean, we saw the King of Cups. He was up reversed, and then here we are with the Queen of Cups. So, I mean, you're coming out and you've got your hand over this cup. Like, you're not wanting to open up to this person anymore. I think you're almost finished, but almost, okay? That's the key word, Scorpio, almost, because you are avoiding that cut. All right, so this is why they keep hanging on, because, oh my gosh, I don't want to cut them off because they're so pitiful that they're going to go off and do what, and so you just kind of keep hanging on. But now you're hanging on to this person by a thread, right? Look, here, your thread. 8 of Cups. You want to let them go, but you don't want to let them go. Didn't this come up on your last reading? Let's see what's going on. All right, so look. Excuse me. Your intuition here. It keeps showing you and telling you what you need to do, but you're avoiding it, okay? There is this sense of, I am not going to do what I know I'm supposed to do. I know I should walk away and leave this person. I know I should move on. I know. And your intuition keeps telling you, but there's just a part of you that just, I don't know if I really want to let go. But look, your final outcome here is the 2 of Cups reversed. I mean, you do, but you're hanging on to this thread because you feel sorry for them. You feel sorry, like, you're going to be able to handle this a lot better than they are, right? If you just cut the cord and say, I'm done, you're going to be fine. But they're not so much. And this, I think, is what has kept you from making any moves. But you can't keep going. You can't keep going because you're missing opportunities. There's opportunities that want to be had. You can't do what you really want to do and go after what you want. And I mean, honestly, you really want to be on your own, especially away from this person. I mean, I just feel like you need your space, and I think you need to take it. All right, this is the 8 of Cups that's hanging over your head. You have been wanting to walk away from this, but you don't. And, you need to take the time. Here we have this Hermit that is really wanting you to reflect and really look at the whole relationship and the whole dynamic, because it hasn't all been good. A lot of cups have been spilt. And recently, I feel this last one, it was a doozy. But I think, you wonder whether or not maybe we could try one more time. I don't want to just cut it off and just walk away. I mean, you are really, truly avoiding what it is you need to do with this person. And until you do it, you're not going to feel good, right? Because there's always going to be this person that you're dragging along that you don't really want to be in this new chapter of your life. I mean, it's just, that's what I'm getting, all right? If this doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate. But, right now, you're not feeling all that good in the situation that you're at. But again, you don't want to cut it off, because if you cut it off, you're going to hurt their feelings, all right? But in the meantime, you're hurting your feelings because you're not honoring them, right? So what we do to hang on to people to avoid that final cut, and I think this is where you're at, a whole new chapter wants to open up for you. but, you know, you're hanging on to a past that can't move into this new life of yours. So, you know, this week, I mean, you're really looking at this relationship and seeing that there's not a lot left that really there is to salvage. Can we start fresh? Can we start new? And I think you look at it and you're like, I don't think so. I don't think we can. So this is what's looming over your head this week, this 8 of Cups. What to do? Do I walk away? Do I stay? Should I give it another chance, even though I don't really love them? Like, that would be dumb, right? So I feel like you are avoiding the inevitable. I mean, this was the first card came out of your reading. You are avoiding the moment you just cut it all together. But I feel like until you do that, you are not going to be happy, Scorpio. So whatever this relationship is that you are involved with, I mean, you're dealing with somebody who is very, I think, emotionally not as strong and mentally as you. You know, I think you've got, you know, that solid, grounded, I'm going to move forward type of energy, whereas they're like shattered by the fact that what am I going to do now that they're no longer in my life? But, you know, we cannot live our lives for someone else. We have to make the decisions that are best for us moving forward. And if you have been in this relationship and it has been a real struggle, because look, you've been very alone this whole time. I mean, you've been doing what you can to keep it bright and light, but it's just not solidifying. And in not solidifying, I think that's where you find yourself in a little bit of trouble. Like, I don't know what to do. So I think this week, you're really going to have to really look at what the foundation, the grounded reality is that you want with this person, and then base your decision. Because I just feel as if, you know, there's not a lot left, and you've tried. You know, like, pat yourself on the back. You didn't just throw in the towel. This is somebody who has tried. All right, this is somebody who has done what they can to try to make it work, but I feel as if now you're sitting there right on that fence like, I just don't know. I just don't know. And you do know, okay? You do know, Scorpio. You know exactly what you want. But emotionally, that's the big cut, all right? I think, you know, you can start to disconnect in all these ways, but that final emotional cut with this person, that's the one that you are having the difficulty with. And that's the one that needs to get cut. So this is your card this week, all right? This is you really looking at, you know, what do you really, really want? Because, you know, when we go from the 5 of Cups, the 8 of Cups, we walk right to the 9. So, you know, what's really hard for you, I think, is going to this 9 because, you know, you're going to be by yourself, all right? But listen, it's better to be by yourself than to be by yourself in this relationship. So I think even though you know it's not, you know, what you really want to do, I think it's what you have to do. All right, so sit with this today. No decision ever has to be made. You don't have to listen to me. You know your situation. But I really feel as if you really are sitting here wondering, should I stay or should I really go? I mean, is it really time to go now? It may be. All right, so listen, that's what I've got for you guys. Take what works, leave what doesn't. It is what it is. If it resonated, great. If it didn't, that's okay. This was very specific to somebody who is in a breakup situation. So if that's not you, this was not your reading. All right, hit that like button, and I will see you all later. Until then, bye now.